This is going to be my weekly makeup basket. Now, if you are a new subscriber and you've never seen one of these videos before, pretty much what I do is I go through my makeup collection, I set aside what I would like to wear for this coming week, and then I only reach into either that basket or that bag for the entire week for my makeup. And it really helps me not only save time in the morning, but it also helps me really hone in and focus in on certain specific items that I'm trying to get out of my collection or finish up, or if something's in a project pan, I'll most definitely throw it into that basket. I'm gonna go through and start pretty much how I would apply this stuff to my face. So starting off for a primer, I don't typically wear a primer, and especially not one like this, but I've actually really been enjoying this for the past, I think I've had it in my weekly makeup basket twice now, but this is the Benefit Stay Flawless 15-Hour Primer. This is just a little deluxe size sample that I got from some sort of Sephora order. When you apply it onto your face, it almost has this cooling feeling onto the skin. It's so crazy, but I actually have really been enjoying this. So there's that. And then before I put any foundation down, I like to go in with a really thick and a very light, a very bright concealer. And I'll put it pretty much just right in the very inner corner of my eye, right about there. I'm gonna be using this MAC Studio Finish Concealer. This has an SPF of 35, and this is in the shade NW15. Now I do have a dip. You can see I do have a dip right over on this side here, but the rest of this is pretty much filled up. It's just really thick, so if I put foundation over this, it doesn't really move. And for foundation this week, I'm going to be using this one again. This is the Estee Lauder Resilient Lift Extreme foundation, and this is their Radiant Lifting Makeup. Now, this is in the shade 1C1, which is nude, and it's just a really thin formula. If you have dry skin or if you want sort of a dewy finish, this is really nice. If I have issues that the foundation didn't cover up, I have these two items here. So this first one, this is the Lorac Touch Up To Go Concealer and Foundation Pen, and this is in the shade CF5. So this is a very orange shade. I'll put it right in this region here that I put that concealer earlier, and compared to my skin tone, this just looks really orange, so it acts as a like a corrector or a neutralizer to kind of get rid of that blue under my eyes. So then I will go over that with a concealer that does match my skin. This is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer. This is the waterproof one. It's in number 3. This is my absolute favorite concealer. This not only works underneath the eye area, but it also works on any areas of the face since it does match my skin pretty spot on. For a powder this week, I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Blemish Ready powder, and it's just a little deluxe size sample. This is in the shade Clearly Pearl. I'm hoping to have this finished up this week. If not this week, hopefully it'll be used up by next week. Onto my blush, I again have two of them. One of them I use like in the front of my cheek, and then the other one I use further back that's a little bit darker. The one in the front of my cheeks, the foremost part of my cheeks, is the MAC Mineralized Blush in the shade Modest, and this is probably the most beautiful blush I've ever used. It's so easy, it's very light, it blends in beautifully. That is it right there. And then the other one, this is the Clinique, let's see what's its full name. It's the Clinique Blushing Blush Powder Blush in the shade Cupid, and that's this one right here. So just for comparison's sake, they look pretty similar, but this Clinique one is a lot darker and you need much less of this product or else you're gonna have clown cheeks. Let me show you for swatches. This is the Clinique Blush in Cupid, and that is the MAC Blush in Modest. So you can see there's a little bit difference in the tone. The Clinique one is much darker, much more pigmented, and much easier to get kind of crazy on the cheeks. Onto my highlighter. So I have two of them as well. I'm trying to use up this little deluxe size sample. This is the Buxom Divine Goddess Illuminator, and it's about the same shade as my other one, but this, I'm just trying to use it up, so I'll put this down first, like on the cheekbone area. I'll put just a tiny bit right here on my collarbone. I could even mix this in with my foundation if I wanted to. And then the other item, this is going to be the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. Let me give you a little swatch of this while I'm talking about it. So this is the old packaging, but There is a swatch of it right there. It is so gorgeous. This is my favorite highlighter I've ever owned. Onto my eyebrows, I have two products here. This first one, this is the 100% pure fruit pigmented eyebrow product in the shade Taupe, and I actually hit pan on this today. Are you gonna be able to see that? There you go. There's the pan. I was so excited when I hit pan, but this just works beautifully. It's like a tinted wax, I guess I would call it. And then over the top, I have the Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel in Granite, and I feel like this just makes my eyebrows perfect. Onto an eye base. I just have one this week. This is the MAC Fluid Line in the shade Catch My Eye. I just put this down every single day, all over the lid. It's kind of a grayish taupe shade with some gold shimmer running through it. That's it right there. It's very pretty. I can put anything over the top of it. Like I have it down today and I have lighter shadows over it and it doesn't make my eyeshadows look dark. So that stuff is really nice. Onto my eyeshadow palette, I am going to be using the Lorac Pro. I'm only using this one for the week. I didn't mention a specific bronzer this week just because I'm going to try something out of this that I saw Maggie mention. I'll leave her channel down below in the description box, but she's going to be using the taupe shade, the taupe eyeshadow shade as a bronzer. So I thought I would try that out too. She's pretty lightly complected, so I thought I would try that out as well. Let me give you a little swatch of that so you can kind of see. And that is going to be right there. She said it blended out beautifully, so I'm going to try it out too. If it doesn't work, I can always pull out my NARS Laguna. Onto eyeliners, I have two for the waterline here. This little teeny baby one. This is all I have left of my black one. This is the Jordana 12-Hour Made to Last Liquid Eyeliner Pencil. This is in Black Point. Super creamy, super jet black. And this one actually stays in my waterline. So that is it right there. I think these are, I can't remember if they're $149 or $249. I think they may be $249 at Walgreens. Anyway, the next one, this is if I want like a nude in my waterline like I have today. This is the Rimmel Scandaleyes Kohl Kajal Liner in Nude. So that one's lovely too. For liner on the top, if I want a black wing like I have today, I will be using the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1. What is this called? Lash Boosting Eyeliner Serum. And this is in the shade Ultra Black. So this just has the brush tip point on the end, and it just makes doing a winged liner so incredibly easy. So easy with that item. And then if I wanted something a little bit different, I have the MAC Fluid Line in Dark Envy. That is it right there. It's just a really dark green. So I've used this twice now since I mentioned it in the makeup that I want to use up for 2015, and I'm really liking it. I think it's going to be fun to use, especially for the summer. I can't wait to use that in the summer. For mascara, I have two items again. So this first one, I pulled something out this week, a new mascara. This is the Pixie Lash Booster Mascara, and I don't see a shade or anything on here, but it is a super liquidy formula. This is so wet. It's like water, but there's the wand on it, just a really basic wand. This doesn't really do much of anything for my lashes, except I'm kind of using this as a primer for my other mascara. So I have that one. I'll put that down first on the top and bottom lashes. I tried it out today. It seemed to work just fine. Over the top of that, I'll be using the Elizabeth Mott It's So Big Volumized Mascara, and I don't know what is in this mascara. I don't know why it's so amazing. I don't know if it's a fiber mascara or something, but it has like these really weird goopy, it's a really strange formula. I've never quite had a mascara like this, but it almost feels like a gel, and it makes your lashes really long, definitely lengthens them, and it does volumize them too. So I am loving this stuff. I can't put it down. I want to use some other mascaras, but I just can't put this down. For lip products, I do have a couple different items going on here. This first one, this is the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment. This is just the original one. It's just clear. Let me show you really quick. It's just a clear balm. I have that on my lips now. And then if I wanted a lip liner, I'm going to be playing with this one this week. I'm trying to finish this up. This was one of the last little stragglers that wasn't used up from the makeup that I wanted to use up for 2014. This is the Starlooks lip liner in Tickle Me Pink. This is just a super... It's strange because it's a really dark pink, but it's bright at the same time. I'm not quite sure how to explain that, but there it is right there. It seems to kind of slide around on my lips just a little bit, but I think it'll be fine. I only have a little bit left. And then for an actual lipstick, this is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick, and this is one of their Shine formulas. It's in the shade Pink Cognito. And again, it's just a really sheer formula, but I think if I mix it with that lip liner, it'll make the color a little bit brighter and more vibrant. It really goes on sort of like a balm. That's it right there. And that was in Pink Cognito. If I wanted a lip gloss, here is the MAC Lip Gloss in the shade Angel. I love this thing so much. This is one of my favorite lip products. So there is a swatch of Angel lip gloss from MAC right there. And finally, my perfume for the week. This is the True Religion Hippie Chic perfume. It's just a little mini guy, but I would like to use this up in the next couple weeks. It's kind of like a generic sweet scent, so I shouldn't have any trouble using this up. Anyway, that is it for me. That's all the makeup I have for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.